Dolphin Dave, you keep giving the GM a pass. He has not won since he's been here. I'm not giving him a pass. You're not. It's you that not giving him a pass. I don't give a shit about it. I'm not worried about it, bro. Okay. Yeah, I haven't wanted. Do you live by that? Most of you don't want Chris Grier. I get it. That's fine. And that's good. What can I tell you? I actually think he's the best GM we've had here in a long freaking time, in forever. And I think that there's some other things going on, and at times I'd rather not lose the guy that can find a boatload of talent. One way or another, it's got to be tweaked, but we're a lot closer to being a competitive team with a guy that can find talent. You got to find the coach. That way you can settle on your coaching staff and you don't have to make changes anymore. There's too many players that could have been here that left that could have made this team a much better team. And there's decisions that you could have made that could have made them a better team. And I get it. But I don't know if all of them are made by him. And if he survives this offseason, then that tells me Mike McDaniel's not his guy. So then it's hard for me to blame everything on him when there's still some stuff going on. But that's the part I don't know. I can't answer that part. But we'll see what happens this year, because the offseason was carried by a general manager that seems like he's safe. And you did not do enough to save the job of the head coach. So that's the part that has me confused. But if you guys are waiting for me to say that, well, you're going to have to keep waiting, But yeah, I'll admit, yeah, Grier's made a bunch of mistakes here. There's no doubt about it. I can't argue with that. But man, the amount of talent that's come through here, I'm used to seeing our teams constantly screw up the drafts, whereas I'm seeing better players come through the drafts, street free agency. He makes trades that, this was a terrible situation with Jalen Ramsey, and he made it palatable, which was insane. I don't know. I think things can be tweaked to keep him here and get over the hump, but I totally understand where most of you want the owner to sell. You don't want Grier here, you don't want McDaniel here, or you don't want Tua here. And listen, I wouldn't have drafted Tua. I'm on record. I would have taken Tristan Wirfs, a guy that already has Hall of Fame numbers, and he's only played a few years in the league. What is it, 5'6" now, same as Tua? And he has Hall of Fame numbers. That's how great of an offensive lineman he's been. But they took him. Okay, the reason I wouldn't have taken Tua would have been the injury history. Okay, now we know the injury history, but I know the kid can play. He can throw the damn ball. And I've also learned while he's been here that if he plays the way he's supposed to play, like he did 2 years ago, just get rid of the goddamn ball. He'll live forever. So I'm sorry, dude. And for those of you that are waiting for that, you're going to be waiting for a while. Because I've seen a lot of bad general managers here that can't find anything. This guy can find talent in the draft, undrafted. This guy can make trades left and right. He makes good deals at times. Yeah, he's going to make some bad deals. Yeah, and he hasn't found a good coach. If both of the coaches are his coaches. There's no doubt. But let's see what happens with Weaver now. If this is the case, we're going to have a turnover now. Let's see what happens with Weaver in this case. But what can I tell you? I'm not ready to give up on the guy. I've seen so much worse. So that's why.